Right then, day 2. I've just got my map out and I'm just going to show you the route I'm going to take down to Switzerland. I'm going to go in a Saint-Louis, which is the border between France and Switzerland at Bâle. Some people say Basel, I always say Bâle, same place. So I came in at Calais, which is up here, along down the motorway here to Lille, without dropping the map, down to Mons, and I'm parked around here. So I'm going to carry on, in fact I'm parked around here. I'm going to carry on down Mons, Charleroi, Nama, come off down the 411, come off here, all the way down the National 4, fuel there at Martelange, which, as you can see, is in Luxembourg. If you didn't watch the Luxembourg video, I'll film Martelange later on. Really odd place. Down into Luxembourg. Where are we? Down there, Metz. Now, most people come off the motorway here onto the A4. Oh, this is toll road all the way down to Strasbourg and go that way. From Metz to Strasbourg, it's about 50 quid in tolls. I think it is. It might even be more now. And it's a bit longer. And Strasbourg, if you hit Strasbourg in rush hour, it's a nightmare. So I don't go that way. It's not just me. Lots of people go this way now to Switzerland, to Saint-Louis, because they've built a lot of new roads down here. So you've got Metz, Nancy, National 57, Epinal. Follow the National 57 down to page 27. Oh, lean on my horn. I'm always blowing the horn in this. It's a really stupid place there. I'm always catching it. Yeah. Down the National 57 to Vesoul. There are lots of new roads here, and lots of these roads have been upgraded to dual carriageway. But the idea is, follow for Vesoul until you pick up your signs for Belfort. As soon as you pick up your signs for Belfort, start following them. Cross to Belfort. At Belfort, jump on the motorway across to Mulhouse. Some people say Mulhouse, some people say Mulhouse. Either place, either way, it's the same place. Cross to Mulhouse and down and into Switzerland at Saint-Louis there. The place I'm going is it's about here, but I'll show you that when I get a bit closer. But yeah, that's the way I'm going to run down. So I need to crack on really and get that sorted. So I'll see you later. So I'm just dropping down the hill now into Martelange. At the minute, apologies if you did watch the Luxembourg video before I deleted it, because this will be the same. But anyway, at the minute, I'm still in Belgium. But Martelange is a very strange place, because when I get around this bend, I get to the traffic lights, which will be coming up very shortly. Right, go through the traffic lights here. The road and everything on the right hand side of the road is Belgium. As soon as you go off the road to the left hand side, that's Luxembourg. And you'll see what I mean very shortly when the lights change. We start climbing the hill up out of Martelange, and it's pretty much all petrol stations all the way up the hill. It's all petrol stations. There we go, lights have changed. I come this way because it's normally for the fuel cards we use in Europe, it's normally really quiet. If you go on the motorway services in Luxembourg, it's normally very, very busy, and you can queue for quite a long time to get on the diesel pumps. If you come this way, it's normally relatively quiet. But as you can see, just houses, pretty run down houses on the right hand side of the road here, but the left hand side's all like this. Just to add as well, as I'm driving up here, your Euro vignette, I got pulled up on this last time I mentioned it, and quite rightly so. You can buy Euro vignette online. I can't because of the fuel cards we use. Ages only accept certain diesel cards online when buying Euro vignette, and the ones we use is one that they don't accept. That's why I have to go in and buy it in person at a point of sale. So the petrol station I have to use up here is the one, you get a bit of a gap here now, and then there's quite a big petrol station up on the left hand side, just up round this bend. It's a big total garage, and that's the one that does the fuel for us. Quite handy really, because my diesel light came on about 10 minutes ago. I keep getting a warning saying I need to refuel immediately, so we'll just get this in. Big tobacco shop here as well that seems quite popular, but here we go, it's actually busier than normal, that. There we go. Frightened the life out of this fella in this silver car, but not a lot can be done. I need to get off the road, and that's me. Just sit here and wait for this fella to move, and I'll get down one of them pumps on the right hand side there, get some diesel. Right, I've filled up now, and I'm differing my route slightly from the route I showed you on the map this morning. I'm going to come down through the border at Longway. I only thought I'd come in this way when I saw the sign at the junction coming down into Luxembourg on the 411, and I just saw the Longway sign. I thought I'd just go that way, so I've come this way. It misses out Luxembourg altogether because I've got my diesel at Martelange. So you spend like 10 minutes in Luxembourg getting diesel, you come straight back out into Belgium, and then you head down through Belgium onto the 411 and then cross into Luxembourg proper. But I'm not doing that. I've missed out Luxembourg altogether. I'm still in Belgium at the minute, but I'm actually going to come down to the French border very shortly. So I'll show you on the map later on. I'll explain it better when I've got the French map out later on. That junction I've just passed as well for Rodange. Rodange is very similar to Martelange in the fact that it's all petrol stations. So you can come off there, you come down to a T-junction, turn left, down to a roundabout, go straight across, follow that down, you go round a 90-degree bend, and all of a sudden you get petrol stations both sides of the road. The only problem with Martelange is, if you can't get on the petrol stations, customs car there, if you can't get on the petrol stations, there's nowhere to stop. You stop on the road, you start blocking everybody and blocking the entranceways to other petrol stations, and they just start going mental at you, so I just stay away from the place. But you can go down into Rodange, and they do all the main fuel cards down there as well. But yeah, while I was rabbiting away there, I've just crossed into France, and I'll pick up, see already you're getting the signs for Metz. You just follow the signs for Metz the same as you would coming through Luxembourg, and it puts me back on the same motorway. Just cuts out Luxembourg altogether. Just a different way to come, that's all. Stop for a break. I have to make a correction. In the last part I was talking about Rodange, and halfway through I said I don't stop at Martelange because you can't park on the road. I didn't mean Martelange, I meant Rodange, but I wasn't thinking and talking at the same time because I struggle doing stuff like that. Got my map out, I'm going to show you the way I've come. So, came down the National 4, back across there, and you come on the motorway junction 32. Sorry, no, you come on the motorway junction 31. I'm always doing this. Come on the motorway junction 31. You come off the motorway at junction 32. You come down here, round there, onto that road, all the way down to there, and head down. Come on south of Fionville, and Metz is down here. Opposed to coming that way, which was the way I was gonna go. You can see it does cut a bit of distance off, but that road there is full of roundabouts and it's a bit slow, and time wise it's probably about the same, but I just thought I'd come that way because why not. So yeah, that's the way I came. So I'll just stop for a break. I'm going to clean my wheels so and make a brew and generally mess about for the next 40 minutes until I can go again. Just coming down to this roundabout now, and this is where I mentioned earlier on, you're following the signs for Vesoul. I've had signs for Belfort for a while, but you get signs for Belfort and Vesoul up until this point. And Vesoul for me is signposted straight on, and Belfort's to the left, and I want to turn left. But there are actually yellow signs that says Transit, Italy and Swiss, turn left. So it's really clearly signposted. That for Vesoul and Besançon, the National 57, signposted for a 3.8 metre bridge. If you're going to Italy over the Simplon, that's the way you go. And if you're over 3.8 metres, that bridge is nothing to worry about because it's an arch bridge. And as long as you get in the middle of the road, it's about 5 metres high in the middle of the road. It's only 3.8 metres right at the edges. So at 4 metres, you get under it easily, no problems at all. But that's not where I'm going anyway, so yeah, just follow the signs for Belfort. You follow us up to another roundabout, turn left again, drops you onto a dual carriageway. Just follow out for Belfort, pick up your signs from Mulhouse, onto the A35 and down towards Bâle. It's really straightforward this way. It's a lot quieter than going Strasbourg way as well. Nearly down at the border now, past the airport on the right hand side soon. There used to be a smaller border, well there still is a smaller border, Uningue, which is a French-Swiss border, but you used to be able to go through it with a truck, and they've stopped doing that now, so all freight has got to go down to the main border at Saint-Louis. There are just too many people using the border at Uningue, so yeah, they put a ban on it. There was talk about them building a big new border, but they haven't. It's all fallen by the wayside, that. So it's still going into St. Louis, which I prefer. Out of all the borders you can go into Switzerland, St. Louis is the one I prefer to use.